Okay, happy birthday, Dad. One quality that I think really defines you is your unwavering support. And this comes to mind, I'll say a memory related to that. Running with you on the river, like age 13, 14, feeling really awkward, feeling really unathletic. I like to joke with people that my life would have been like Pride and Prejudice, me lounging in the living room with the other ladies of the house, switching books from one hand to another, had it not been for you. And you've brought me a lot of joy and a lot of confidence, and I'm grateful. It's really invaluable. I love you so much.
Happy birthday, Matthew. It's hard for me to think of the word for the defining quality. The best I could come up is the word that means the opposite of sloth retreat. And for a memory, I think that I still sticks in my mind after all these years walking down Georgia Avenue from your house going to the Olympic torch lighting. Happy birthday.
So, happy birthday, Matthew.
Happy birthday, Matthew.
So, we were asked to give an outstanding quality of you, and that is...
You're a good talker.
A good talker, yes. And also asked to remember a time, a memorable time. Can't think of a memorable time. Not one, but there are many because...
You're a good talker.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey Matthew, happy birthday, happy 60th birthday. I'm really happy for you. Nice going. Anyway, you've been a great friend and clearly a great husband and also a great father for a long time, and that's something I really admire about you, as well as the fact that you take facts seriously, and I appreciate that. That's a commendable trait. And I have many fond memories of our youth, our misguided youth together. Most of those memories have lots of stupid things that happened in them, and because this is a public forum, those memories will remain silenced, at least in this venue. But that notwithstanding, happy birthday, happy 60th, and wish you many more. Congratulations.
Hi Matthew, happy birthday. One of your most endearing qualities is your willingness to try just about anything, from skiing double black diamonds to sampling absinthe. Another wonderful quality of yours is your ability to explain in great and loving details things like the historical significance of the Battle of Bloody Marsh. A memory I have of you from the Brandeis era is your magnificent afro. No white man before or since has ever achieved such results. A more recent memory is the incident of the lost car keys in a snowbank outside of a bar in Colorado. Nothing more need be said. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Dad! One defining quality about Dad is that he is an amazing, supportive, and loving father. And a memory that stands out for me is the millions of times I walked down the stairs for a nice family dinner, all dressed up, and he looked at me and said, "You look like $1,000,000. And every time it made me feel like $1,000,000, and I love him so much.
Hello, Matthew, or as we like to use, call sign Fat Cobra. Just wanted to tell you happy birthday. Hopefully you'll have a great day. Sorry we'll miss you since you'll be on vacation yet again. Take care and enjoy your day. And one thing to remember, and this is the good news, you'll always be older than me. Take care.
Happy birthday, Matthew. This is Dan Geller wishing Matthew Reid a happy birthday. One defining quality about Matthew is he's a true Renaissance man. Whenever I have a question about anything, whether it has to do with car repair, car purchasing, home repair, anything mechanical, anything having to do with history, whether it has to do with the Spanish Armada or what does the fifth column mean, or Reconstruction of the South. Matthew knows that I tried to talk him into going on to Jeopardy once, and he told me he'd already thought about it and didn't think it was that good an idea. I think he'd even tried out once. The other question is a memory, and that would be when he was living in his first house in Grant Park. We were both students in engineering, and I went to his house to take care of an assignment with him, and I just wanted to mathematically get through the assignment, and I did so in about 20 minutes, but Matthew wanted to take the time and find out what was going on, and what did everything mean, and why was it doing this, and what was its importance. So after I ran through the thing in about 20 minutes, had no clue what I had just done, but I did complete the assignment to hand in, I stared at Matthew for another 20 minutes while he understood and finished the assignment. And we did go to engineering school together. We went to a very specific engineering school, and the engineering school we went to has a song. And this presentation for Matthew's birthday must have the song so that he remembers it, so that we all know it. And that song is, I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and hell of an engineer, a hell of an engineer, and like all jolly good fellows, I drink my whiskey clear, 'cause I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Happy birthday, Matthew Reid.
Happy birthday, Matthew. One defining quality about Matt is that he is incredibly smart. Just ask him anything and he'll know the answer. And one memory of Matt that stands out in my mind is the time he took us to the 751 Club at Turner Field, and he got us on the guest list in about 10 seconds. Happy birthday, Matt. Have a good one.
Happy birthday, Matthew. So I have two defining memories that come to mind when I think of you, that are both really recent and awesome. So the first was when you called me to ask if I wanted to go to the Gold Cup. And I was, kind of hesitant because I was tired and lazy. And you said, I'll pick you up, we'll drive there, and I'll organize trying to find the tickets. And then you did all of that. We had the most amazing experience that I still feel like I'm living on the high from. And it's all because you had the initiative to do something different and fun and exciting and weren't weirded out by hanging out with a 28-year-old. And the second awesome memory I have is that when we were in Maine and we were talking about Yiddish, and I realized that you're a much better Jew than me, even though you're not actually a Jew, and I was trying to figure out all my Yiddish words. You didn't forget that, and you came over the other day and gave me that amazing book full of all the Yiddish vocabulary, which just, I think, is really indicative of the kind of person you are. Very reflective and loving, caring, and I don't know, always trying to build a community with those around you. I hope you have an amazing day and an amazing year. Happy birthday.
Hi, Matthew. Happy birthday from Northern Virginia, from all the Marseilles, Susan, Dave, Emma, Tim, and Sean. What an awesome milestone, 60 years. Thank you for being you and allowing us to be part of your life. Can't really think of one quality, but the one thing that comes to mind is your love of life, family, and knowledge. Happy birthday. Love, the Marseilles.
Happy birthday, Matt. Yay! One great thing about Matt is his wonderful sense of humor, and I'll always remember his amazing taste in wine.
Happy birthday, Matt. You are a fabulous person, but the most defining characteristic for me is your extraordinary mind and curiosity and the way you share it with us. It gives us all such great pleasure and insight into the world to be able to spend time with you and hear your collected thoughts and wisdom and perceptions based on your incredible memory as well. But then there's also, Matt, the Vive la France as we walk down the hill in Blue Hill and enjoy wine and celebrate, and you share all your wonderful wines with us, and we just have such an incredible time, and all the years of friendship through wine and children and all the rest. So while I can speak of Vive la France, I really mean Vive le Matthew. Happy birthday, Matt.
Hi, Matt. It's your sister-in-law, Renee. After 42 years, I hope you know it's me. Anyway, I want to say have a happy, happy, happy birthday with lots of blessings for health and happiness, prosperity. And I also want to tell you that a character of yours that really stands out for me is dependability, able to count on, and just being there through a lot of my adventures, let's say, since I moved to Atlanta 31 years ago. And thank you for being there for me, sickness and in health. And also, I want to tell you that what I'm most thankful for of you, having you in my life, is that, you always took Joey under your wing, whether it was his Pine Derby car, he had a carve, or taking him to a Georgia Tech football game, or taking care of him during the Olympics while I worked, Sausage on a Stick from Jean Mara, and all the other things that you have done. And I really feel that because you are such a great father, and Joey spent so much time with you, that he is a great father because of you. And for that, I'll be forever grateful. I love you, Matt. Happy birthday till 120. All right, be well.
Happy birthday, Matthew. One quality that I really admire about you is that you have an anecdote for everything. For example, when I came back from the Peace Corps and applied to teach English abroad, I applied for Korea, and then they offered me that awesome position in Shanghai, and I remember telling you about it, and you told me all of these great qualities about Seoul and all of these more amazing qualities about Shanghai, and it just really impacted my decision and helped me make a better educated decision, I think, about both places. And then it ended up being the perfect place to go because I met my fiance and everything worked out, and I really feel like you took a part in that and really played an integral part.
Happy birthday, baby. I can't believe it's finally here. Your birthday, and now you're just as old as me. We're both 60. So Rose, you're going to have to edit this out because I got to look at these questions. One defining quality about Matthew is his loyalty. He is just steadfast. It doesn't matter what difficulties somebody's going through. He is there for them. He's always been there for me, and I am not an easy person. I know that. I know there are times when I am just a royal pain in the ass, sometimes downright nasty, and, you love me anyway, and you've loved me anyway for over 40 years, and how does that happen? I don't know. But I treasure that about you, among many, many other qualities, but Rose asked me for the defining one. So I will, and I guess the other one would be you're incredibly smart and intelligent. You just remember so many things that without you I would have no memory of anything at all. And I just rely on you to be my guiding light, both in terms of looking back and looking forward. I love you for that. Okay, question number 3. One memory of Matt that stands out in my mind. Oh my God, so many memories. And honestly, my fondest memories always are of those very first years when we were young and foolhardy and in love. And I mean, we're still in love, but really romantically in love, and just always having fun and having a good time and being with people and being adventurous. And I'll talk about this one because it combines, I'm going to pause. the memory that comes to mind right at this moment that combines all of your traits that I love about you, and just true loyalty and friendship, was the end of freshman year. We went out to celebrate our year of being together. It was our last dinner before we were both going home for the summer. It'd be the only summer that we were separated since 1974. And we went out to an oyster house. I think it was called the Half Shell. And I ate oysters and we ate seafood. And it didn't take 40 minutes before I was hit with a wave of complete and utter sickness like I had never known in my 19 years. I was just couldn't believe how sick I felt. And I just started throwing up on the street. And Matt was holding me from behind, trying to keep my hair out of my face. And he was just spinning me around. Every time I would throw up, I would retch, he would spin me in the other direction so I couldn't see it. And finally, we walked into a Burger King. I remember the smell of the meat it was just overpowering, and I didn't think I could make it to the bathroom. And we just walked into the bathroom, even though he walked me there, and even though we hadn't bought anything. And I don't know whether he explained to the manager that I was ill, or I can't remember. And then I was better, and he drove home, and he wasn't embarrassed by it. He wasn't ashamed of me. I was so humiliated, but he just took it all in stride, like it was no big deal. He just took it all in stride, like it was, no big deal. I'd been sick, and he stood by me, and I knew right then that this was a man that if he's not going to leave you on the street of Boston while you're vomiting, projectile vomiting, that he'd stand by you for the rest of your life, which he totally has in an incredible, loving way. Happy birthday, my love, my friend, my best friend, my teacher, my supporter, the father of my children, the wonderful father of my children, and the reason why I've had such a wonderful life for the last 42 years. I love you today till the day I die. Hopefully that won't be too soon. Happy 60th. Happy 60th, and many, many more. And I hope we get to spend every single one of them together. Love you.
Happy birthday, Matt. The most striking quality that I find in you is that you're a warrior. And because I did your ancestry, I know that you come from a long line of warriors. Your father, Thomas Reid, fought in World War II, in Korea, in Vietnam, and this was the template for many of the men in your family. The Lewises, the Talberts, the Reids, the Washingtons. Your ancestors fought in the Confederate Army, in the Union Army, and in the Revolutionary War. Most interestingly, as we recall, we found out that you are a descendant of Augustine Washington, the father of George Washington, who was your 6th great-grandfather. Happy birthday.
Hey Matt, happy birthday. What I admire most about you is that you're funny and that you can ski and that you have a nice family and oh, there he goes. And what is the other thing?
A memory.
A memory of all the times we went skiing together as families. Yay.
Happy birthday, Matthew. It's glad to having you join those of us in the 6s. I think one of the best things about our friendship is the conversations and your ability to talk, and we all know you can do that very well. If there's a project to be planned or ideas, Matthew usually has a good one, and it's usually right. So here's to you on your 60th birthday. My best memories, and they're still active to this day, are when you come down to the beach and you always bring a new concoction of some kind of cocktail that we could all enjoy. So here's to you, something plain and simple, a little Highland Park 12-year-old. Salute, my man.
Okay, I want to add one more thing. A really nice memory I have of you is you driving me to and from cross-country practice. North Springs was 10 miles away, and often you picked me up and you took me to school, especially for anything related to practice or sports, and you would take me to ballet after lacrosse practice, and I'd change in the car. But I really remember listening to like an Almost Famous album. I must have been 15, 16, and driving with you early morning before cross-country practice, right as the sun was coming up on Spalding Road, and leaning out the window at the breeze and just feeling really comfortable. We didn't have to talk in the morning, and it was really nice. And I always felt really comfortable around you at any age. That's the memory I want to share with you on your birthday. Happy 60th. I love you.